you don't work the asset in a proper way and develop the asset, then the asset will become a liability. But if you manage the asset properly, raise the asset properly, that asset can be the best thing to ever happen to you. This is one of the reasons why one of the premises, one of the fundamental beliefs of the Black Business School is that we believe that we should educate our own kids. I don't believe in dropping them off to Miss Sally from the suburbs and hoping for the best. I believe we should educate our own children, create our own jobs, and support Black-owned businesses. I'm not saying everybody has to homeschool their kids, but I do think that when your kids come home, their primary educator needs to be you, because only you can teach them the values they're going to need to know to be a successful Black person in this society. Do we agree? Do you understand? I'm not judging. I'm not judging anything anybody's doing. I'm just telling you what I see. So here's the info on dinks. First off, in 2020, there were about 42 million couples living together without children, compared to 25 million with children. DINK couples, dual income, no kids, couples have an average annual income of 138,000, with $9,000 more than dual income couples with kids. On average, Dinks save $908 per month, more than double the $413 per month saved by dual income families with parents. 86% of Dinks prioritize other life goals over having kids. Okay, that's just a fact. It's a choice. Spending habits. Dinks spend significantly more on dining and travel. So Dinks, because they've got this extra cash, they're able to go out more. They're able to travel more. They're able to live a better life, live their best life. And then also the number of married couples without children grew 11% from 2010 to 2020, while those with children decreased by 6%. So that tells you what the trends are, right? But one of the big financial benefits of being a DINK is that the DINKs tend to have something that's really important in the growth of a business. Um, the benefit that DINKs have, that corporations have in a similar situation, is free cash flow. Free cash flow is one of the most important variables in measuring the value of a company, because it's basically just money that you have after you pay your expenses. So what you tend to have with a lot of the people that are struggling, particularly single moms or young millennials that are just trying to get used to the economy, is that your income is here, but your bills are here, right? So you're basically in this situation, or maybe your income and your bills are battling it out, where literally after you pay everything, you have nothing left over. And what makes a big difference in a person's financial comfort level is the ability to have some type of surplus, because that surplus doesn't just give you financial peace. I mean, it relieves that anxiety tremendously to have that little bit of extra cushion, but it also gives you more security. That means that if something happens and you lose your job, or something breaks down, or you got to get your car fixed, you got a little extra money to deal with that. But then also gives you the most important part of the wealth building process, which is the ability to actually take that surplus and build it into some sort of stock of wealth. You're supposed to take the surplus, put some of it to the side, do that consistently every month. Over time, you have wealth. And you're supposed to do this across generations, so that the surplus built in the previous two generations adds to the surplus that you have right now. That's not how wealth is really done in America. You have a lot more potential to save. Also, on top of that, when you're building that extra wealth, well, that's when you get to the chance to actually thrive. That's when you're out investing. That's when you're out buying. You're out buying property. You're out buying stock. You're buying all these things that are going to add to your life. Also, dinks tend to have lower debt levels, because that extra cash flow can do what? It can pay off your debt. So the student loan debts and all those other things end up disappearing. So you can actually get to the position of being able to actually do well for yourself. And the list goes on and on and on, right?